You tuned in to the 7-day theory. Hard body, hard spirit.
Start off just lying, dog. Hey, what's the one name? The singer. His baby mama. Bro, you know Sierra's name, bro. Stop playing. Niggas is crazy, bro. Like, bro. And then, it don't even sound realistic at all, though. Like, you telling me you ran down on Pluto and Sierra? Oh, you's a bad mother. Oh, this nigga crazy.
What up, my people? Hard body, hard spirit. Check this. This is lies or law. And this dude you just heard from, he said, it's cap. He a bad man if he really did this, but it's cap. He wasn't doing all this and that. But let's hear what. Now, this is just a random person. This is just somebody. That's their opinion that this didn't happen. But the government, the U.S. government, said it did happen. Also, WAC 100 said it did happen too, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Let's hear what the U.S. government had to say on Future being stomped out by Big U, being chased through the airport by Big U. And in this paperwork, you're going to hear the name FDC, the initials FDC. The FDC or FDN, that's Future's real government initials, the initials of his government name. So check this out. When a victim refused to pay, defendant Henley reacted violently. Over Act number 36. In or around 2014, defendant Henley approached NDC, a Grammy-winning recording artist, in order to collect money for a Detroit associate. Overt Act number 37. In or around 2014, after NDC refused to pay and ceased answering defendant Henley's phone calls, defendant Henley and his associates committed violence against NDC and NDC's associates and security for failing to show respect and pay money. Overt Act number 38. In or around 2014, a few days after defendant Henley and his associates stomped out NDC, defendant Henley and a co-conspirator chased NDC through the Los Angeles International Airport in an attempt to further intimidate and collect money from NDC. Now, a lot of people are getting it confused, right? A lot of people are getting it misconstrued. They're saying that a lot of people think that he got chased through the airport and stomped out at the airport. No, these are, if you read number 36, number 37, number 38. Number 38 is detailing when they seen him at the airport, they chased him through the airport. This really happened. Future was running for his life. He wasn't on all them gangster raps and all this shit he's talking about. He wasn't doing none of that. That's why I always say, stop listening to these rappers like they word is law. Like everything they say and everything they claim to be and the image they portraying is law. It's not. It's an image. It's fake. All this shit, a lot of this shit these rappers be talking about, even when it comes to women and shit like that and how they be doing this and I'm pimping and I'm doing this, even that shit be capped. Some of these artists be shy as hell, don't even know how to talk to women. These are images. Now, on the overt act number 38, that is detailing when he sees him at the airport. It says a few days after he was stomped out, they chased him through the airport. It doesn't say that they chased him through the airport and stomped him out. That's not what happened. And WAC 100, this story already came out. It's just now since Big U is being indicted again, mind you, he's being indicted again. Now it's coming out through the federal government and it's actually in paperwork. But WAC 100 spoke on this a few years back. But I'm gonna show y'all the clip of that. But they caught him somewhere. It says in or around 2014, they pressed him. They was like, "Where's the money? Where's the money?" Then on the overt act number 37, I believe that's where they stomped him out at, because that was the last incident before they chased him through the airport. Because they said on the overt act 37 is when he had stopped answering phone calls. It says he had stopped communicating with them and pretty much just trying to ignore him and not trying to pay him the money that he supposedly owed Trick. Now, that's the associate from Detroit that's in the paperwork that's an associate of Big U that they're talking about. So I believe on that day, that's when they stomped him out, wherever he was at. And then a few days later, they caught him at the airport again and obviously, look, it makes sense because if you just got stomped out a few days ago, right, and you run into the same person and the same people that just stomped you out, mind you, stomped you out while you had security and shit around you. What you gonna do if you got stomped out then and you scary? What you gonna do when you see them people again and you still ain't paid them their money? You gonna run? Just at least Future is gonna run, and that's exactly what he did. He got stomped out a few days before and he booked it. He did the running man on him, but still got caught. Let's listen to what Wack 100 said and detail this incident, and because it lines up exactly of what the paperwork says. They didn't touch him that day. You're gonna hear from what happened from Wack 100. Listen to this.
Your Big U was real close at the time, right? Hey, Future rolled some money. All right, trick in Detroit. Me and Big U on a red-eye flight to Atlanta. We coming through LAX. We coming through the security, putting our bag through the thing. Who we see on the other side? Future and the girl that's with the football player. Sierra. We see Future and Sierra. I say, bro, is that who I think it is? He looked. I said, yeah. I said, you take them, I got here. When we come through the thing, I said, hey, homie, you got that money for Trick? He take off running. I'm chasing over the dead homies through the so runs into a motherfucking terminal, and he runs into the thing, but it ain't hooked up to no plane. He left it.
No, bro.
Wow. He runs into the terminal. True story. Clip. Runs into the terminal, right? When he run into the terminal, he take his phone out, right? He know he can only go so far. Cause what you gonna do? Jump onto the runway? That's a long drop down there, right? He throws the phone at me on speaker. All I hear is Stunner voice. He say, Wack, it's me, Stunner. Talk to me. I say, Stunner, I'm busy right now. He said, yeah, but I don't want you to be, nephew. What the going on? I say, oh, trick a bag, man. He can't be in our backyard and he throw a bag. Either he gonna pay or he finna get up and then he gonna pay, right? Trick at home sleep. He don't know what's going on. He in Detroit, right? He say, Wack, my word to you, I paid him that. Let him be. I got business with that man. I said, what? He said, Wack, this Stunner talking to you. As your brother, leave him be. You got my word, whatever the debt is. He said, me, Trick, I pay him in the morning. On me. I'm giving you my word. I threw it back to fuck off. Trick got his wire.
Wack 100 said they chased him. He ran into a terminal. You know the little terminal things they got set up that goes from the airport to the plane? Future ran into one of those. But there was no plane on the internet. He just ran and seen the first terminal he seen and ran into it to try to get away from him. And probably so other employees and other people can see that, oh shit, there's somebody running into this thing. Let me find out. Like he was probably trying to alert authorities on that he was being chased, right? But supposedly they caught up to him but Birdman, Stunner, called Wack 100 in the midst of this and said, hey, leave him alone. I'll pay his debt. Just leave him be. I got business going on. He's like, well, he owes Trick money and we trying to collect right now. Like right now. He said, I'll pay. He said, I'm your brother. This is me speaking to you. I will pay you in the morning. Just leave him alone. I'm doing business with Future. So that's what happened. He got stomped out a few days before. Then they caught him at the airport. Boom. Chased him. Okay. People are trying to, and for the record, Future did say this is false. This did not happen. Of course you're going to say this did not happen because this goes against everything that you portray in your music and your whole image. It's a stark contrast. It's the complete opposite of what you portray in the music industry and in your music and as your image. It's the exact opposite. So of course he going to say, oh no, this ain't happened. It's in government paperwork, my guy. No, it happened. This happened. Wack 100 was a witness to it. He was there. And it's in government paperwork. So, who you gonna believe? Future or your lying eyes? Like, who you gonna believe? I'm gonna believe my eyes. Who you gonna believe, dog? Me or your lying eyes? I'm gonna believe my eyes. Because I see it in black and white paperwork. And we already had a witness saying this years before the paperwork came out. So obviously this is law. This happened. In my opinion, this happened. Now, Big U just got hit with another indictment.
New at 4, the feds have brought new charges against a man known as Big U. He is accused of running a criminal enterprise in South L.A. while collecting millions of dollars in anti-gang money. Eugene Henley Jr. And prosecutors at this point say he tried to have a witness taken out.
Say Henley was trying to pay other inmates to go after and attack a key witness. This allegedly happened last month while Henley was awaiting trial on conspiracy, racketeering, and fraud charges. Superseding indictment unsealed today says on June 10th, last month, Henley offered to pay 2 inmates to kill or harm victim 1 in order to prevent that person from testifying.
And this is how you know Big U, he a bad man. Like, he was really, like, the shit that they saying he did, he probably most likely did it. He was, and mind you, this is the guy that this is literally Debo off of Friday. That the Debo character was based off of Big U. He was one of the most notoriously known Crips. Out of all the Crips, he was one of the most notorious, known for violence, known for beating up dudes, known for running down on dudes, shaking down dudes, right? And eventually, when he got out of prison the first time, well, when he got out years ago, he didn't turn his life around and start and he did all these charities, all this charity shit with the football leagues and all this shit. No, he was still shaking down celebrities and rappers. He was still shaking them down, bullying them out their money, beating them up. Supposedly, allegedly, he beat up Nipsey Hussle. Like, he was really, this is Debo in real life. He is the real life Debo, and he was really moving like that. Now why I say that is because in jail just yesterday, he got hit with another indictment for having other inmates wanting to unalive or harm, probably unalive, another witness that's going to testify in jail. So Big U's in jail, the witness is in jail, and Big U don't want the witness to take the stand. So he ordered or paid off other inmates to go unalive this witness, intimidate or try to unalive a witness. This is what he actually did in jail while he's awaiting trial. Like, how dumb do you gotta be? Your charges is already crazy as hell. And look, I understand from the point he coming from, this is all he knows. And really, he really ain't got shit to lose, right? Because if he does intimidate this witness successfully or unalive him, that might win him the case. Because now that's one, who knows how big of a witness this is. This could be the biggest witness in the case. And if they don't have his testimony, they might not have a case, right? It could be that. Or this could just be something small that he could have been friends with this dude at one point, and he feels betrayed that, oh, you snitched on me? Okay, I'm going to get you back by sending some dudes at you, right? Or it could be that. We don't know. We'll see if and when this goes to trial, who that witness is, or who we think that witness is that he put this hit out on. So you was doing all this shit out in the streets. Like, this just confirms all the allegations against you, all the charges against you. This just confirms it. He got hit with another indictment on top of his RICO indictment already. Why you in jail? And you ain't even been in jail that long. It ain't even been a year yet. I don't believe it. I don't believe it's even been a year yet. But this is crazy. This is crazy. Putting a hit out on a witness while you in jail. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. 7-day. We got memberships, $1.99 a month. If you do sign up for a membership, I will shout your name out in every video. Shout out to John Paul. Keep your head up and your eyes open. I'm out.
You're now listening to the 7 Day